Welcome back everyone. CUBE's live coverage here in San Francisco, California, Google Next 2023. This is CUBE's team coverage. I'm John Furrier, your host of theCUBE with Rob Strechay, Dustin Kirkland, CUBE contributor analyst, as well as Lisa Martin is here. We got 4 hosts, team coverage. We get the blogging, we got the stories, we got the videos. We're getting all the data and sharing it to you so you can plug it into your AI. Right, Rob?
Yes, exactly.
Our next guest has got a great solution. We're going to get into some of the features of how AI is helping from many levels, from a personal level, but also making productivity and getting the word out. Marco Costa, CEO Exclaimer, is here. Thanks for coming on theCUBE.
Thank you for having me.
So we all have emails, and I have a signature I haven't changed in like 8 years. And I think my Google phone number's on there. They discontinued that product. so I got to get to my email signature. This is what you guys do, but it's all more than that. Explain what you guys do. Love this product.
First, you definitely need to change your signature or get someone to do it for you. So Exclaimer, we are basically an add-on to Google Workspace. We centrally manage the signatures. So those emails, and we all send like 40 emails a day, so it's a lot of email going on, they'll go with the signature, either the right or the wrong one. It's on us to decide what we do with it. So Exclaimer, we are focused on centrally manage the real state of the signature. What this means is we allow marketing to go there and decide, okay, I'm sending a specific message to a specific cohort of people. I'm inviting people to come to Google next week. So I'm promoting a new product. I'm promoting a new webinar. So take that real estate and we open it as a platform and make the email a bit better.
We all see emails that have like, things, and it says disclaimer, that, what we say is not publicly, a lot of legalese, and you see that a lot.
Yeah.
But this is kind of what the concept is for other things, right? That's kind of what you're going with here, right?
Yeah, it is, and you go back to the personas we serve, or the use cases we serve. One, I would say, is compliance. Absolutely, you need to have a disclaimer. Emails are binding you and the organization, so the disclaimer should be there. As the brand needs to be consistent. It needs to go the right brand. So we serve all those use cases.
So how does this, how often? Do you have best practices for marketers, how often they should change the signature? Like you said, hey, this week, is it, to your point, is it they select which personas, like, hey, I have our sales organization in here and I want their email signature to include this because we are at Google Next this week. Is that how you suggest it to them?
Yes, it is. So, by the way, we have 60,000 companies using our platform every day. So, tens of billions of emails we touch. So, we kind of know what's working and what's not working in terms of the impact of those signatures. So, it depends on the industry, depends on what you want to achieve, but absolutely, there's events you need to promote. There's products you need to promote, but you need to promote them to the right people. Not everybody will be here at Google Next. Not everybody is willing to buy any product. Some customers are just like complaining to you, so don't try to sell them something, send them some information. So that level of customization and choosing the right moments to change the signature. Signature should be live. It's not something just, it's there. It should be live and should be adapted to the context and the recipient.
That's a great question, Rob. I was going to ask the same thing. Take us one level deeper.
Okay.
What is the workflow? How do I install it? How do I use it? Am I saying globally changing signatures for my employees, or is it a personal thing? How does an ad, take me through the day in the life of usability.
100%. As a proper SaaS business and a SaaS platform, has to be super simple to adopt. In our case, if you want to buy Exclaimer, you go on our site, there's a trial, you test it for 30 days. You can actually, in 30 minutes, you're up and running. You select your Google credentials, you authorize us to have access to it, and out of a sudden, you see all your employees in the platform. And you can decide, okay, I have all these groups of people, I want to make this specific template for this specific group, deploy, off you go. That's it. As simple as that. So you are up and running in a couple of hours, not weeks, not months. Then you can authorize some people within the organization to actually run with the product. You can go back to marketing, you have approval to decide what goes into the banner.
It's a lot of power.
Or, there's a lot of power to marketing.
A lot of power.
They deserve it. But you can also give some power to your employees. You're going to say, you know what, you can choose your pronouns. You go to our platform and you can say, I want to be, I'm Marco, I'm an engineer, I want to make sure people know I'm an engineer. or I want to be this my pronoun, please go and change it. Or I want to have my phone number or not. You can decide what level of customization you get your employees to have.
So the big news obviously is all around AI here.
Yes.
How does that play into what you're doing with the signatures?
So that's another great question. And for us, we've been using AI more on our internal information, looking at the trends, looking at the best practices, how people should use the signatures. We have 60,000 customers. A lot of those customers are on the same industries. We know what's working and what's not working. So we can go back to the customers, you know what? 80% of your players on the industry are changing their signatures right now. Why are you not? Why are you not taking advantage of this specific opportunity? And we know that information, and we use AI to detect those things that work and the moments where they should be acted upon.
Does it also have like click-through rates and stuff like that if they have a link in the signature? Or how do you help them, to your point, understand how productive it is? I guess.
So I'll not call that AI, I'll call that analytics.
Yeah.
But we do have that.
Yeah.
So we do have all the analytics when people come back and say, okay, this is a banner to go to this event. If they click, we actually not only know the click-through, but we know, okay, the people that clicked was on the recipient on this email, so we know the group or the person actually click on that button, and we make it available back to marketing, which is, by the way, true for click-through rates on banners. It's true for links on calendar. You can have your agenda over there. You can actually ask people, ask feedback to your customers, do surveys, all with a single click that we track and report back.
I can see how this would be great for a business to have a coherent message that people can put on their emails, like, hey, we're the AI cloud, or hey, we're the extracting the signal from the noise, the cube, and leader in tech coverage, or hey, subscribe to our podcast as a company podcast.
100%, exactly.
These are the kinds of things that are kind of light promotional, but also maybe relevant to communicate, or hey, we're at Google Next, come check out our feed.
Yeah.
I can see people being like, you know what, I don't want the company's dogma on my email. Like, I don't want that on, I don't want that company. Can I opt out as a user and take it off? Or is that like not in the system?
So here's the thing. First, we are a very secure organization. We are GDPR compliant, we are SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, we are IPA compliant, so it just depends on the industry. We have all the right certifications to make sure your data is safe with us. That's something we don't do. We don't look into the content of the email. Yeah, our commitment with our customer is we don't touch the email. We have two deployment mechanisms. One is server side, again, server side from the old times, which is on the cloud, and email goes through us, we can print the signature and send it back, or it could be client side, where the customer actually sees the signature and we don't even get to see the email. We still get the analytics and the click-through rates, that thing we get, but we don't even touch the email on the server side.
How have you seen the growth with workspaces over the years? I mean, again, you're partnered with them. It has to be just exploding with, when we were talking about how our kids will never know, Microsoft Exchange as it was, or one of these client-based, for the most part, because they've grown up in workspaces from an educational perspective. How have you seen the growth?
It's just magical. Look, I've been around for a long time, and we've seen the promise of AI in the 90s, and it's finally happening, really happening. And it's just unbelievable to see how productive you can be with all those tools that can assist you. They don't replace you, but they assist you. They make you do a better job as a professional. And I'm with you there. This is just changing. It's just changing the way it works. Well, what I think a lot, and I go back to my customers, is okay, that's awesome. That's all happening. It's all there. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And my big question is, are you ready? Are you truly embarking, just making sure that everybody, all your team is using AI? You are not in the cloud yet. By the way, you probably should get to the cloud first. Your data is not on the cloud. And so believe it or not, there's still a long tail of customers that still have to build some foundations before they get it. New companies, 100%. Our kids will never see the old world.
Okay.
But
Marco, tell us about your vision on how you see AI and Duet and these cool tools coming in. Because Duet's demo yesterday, we've been talking about it all day yesterday, and just this morning, it crosses, that demo we saw crosses multiple apps
Yep.
across with first-party data. Really interesting, and then actually taking action. That's legit next level AI. How do you see your product being infused with AI? Is there more recommendations? You maybe put this in there. How does it? What do you help the customer do more with more productivity with AI?
Yeah.
What's your vision?
100%. I would say today, full disclosure, 80%, 90% of the value that our customers take from our product is because there's a problem they need to fix. There's a lot of manual work that still goes there, needs to be fixed. There's a missing opportunity of connecting, taking advantage of the email that's not being handled. That's number one. When you look at how do we elevate that to AI, to your question, recommendations, 100%. What's working and what's not working, and when should you act on it, when should you change, that's number one. Trends, we see a lot of information. We see when people click through. We can see and decide, you know what, this kind of campaign is not right for this recipient. He's a CEO of the company. You should not send him a product information, he doesn't care. Send him some executive information that he cares about. And all these learnings and all this can be brought back to how you actually deploy the signature. We then plug this in with the amazing work that Google is doing. We do it. I mean, you look at all those writing an email, it's because they are looking at the email and they're looking at the content and they are preparing an answer. So we can piggyback on that to make sure we bring that context into the real state of the signature.
And real-time data injection. So for example, I mean, Rob, for us, you know, my mind just starts racing. It's like, hey, I could put top stories on SiliconANGLE.
You can?
In there.
100%.
So feeding into the signature, is that something you guys are seeing possibly, kind of a real-time streaming of data?
It is, and that's something we are about to
Put that on the list?
No, we are about to
It's on your
release.
roadmap.
You're going to release, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
look at that.
yeah.
There you
Look at
go.
he's got the
Slipping it in there.
Slipping slide, a little pre-release here. Look at that. Cube, we're getting all the data, extracting that. Cool. So what's the message to your customers about the company? What's your North Star?
Yeah.
What's the mission? Why do you guys exist? What's the purpose?
Look, our purpose is to amplify those emails. So those more professional emails, those ones that I'm sending to you or I'm sending to you, they'll be read. They'll go on the right side, on the focus side of the mail client. Take advantage of those emails. Protect your brand, protect your business by putting the right disclaimers, but empower your marketing team to take advantage of that. Talk about productivity, make sure that the right teams have the right information and the right links on the signature. Again, sales teams, they should have the link to the calendar. Out there, it's not an option, should be there to promote productivity. Our ambition, our vision, our commitment to our customers is keep working to making sure their email is just better, is amplified. They take the most value they can from those emails.
Marco, what do you think about the show here? Obviously, Google showing some good developer mojo with AI. They got the solutions, they got the ecosystem developing. What do you think of the show? And then what are some of the conversations you're having here at the show?
It's twofold. I would say one is amazing, the vision where we go with Google. Amazing, the AI, injecting AI, everything. It's not a trend anymore, it's happening, it's just happening. And a lot of people that comes to our booth, they say, oh, but you have a real problem we can fix right now. And so I want to go to AI, but probably I need to fix this first. And so people is excited about all the potential of productivity, and they are going in that direction, and that's exciting. We talk to partners, existing and new partners, which is amazing, but people also go back and say, you know what, I have some foundational work to do. Could it be cloud? Could it be working with you guys to get the signatures right? Could it be, moving my data? Yeah. But there's this two discussion around fundamentals and the ambition of deploying AI at large scale.
How has, we've been talking about this, well, I was going to say all week, for 2 days now. How has Google been to work with as a partner, and kind of, we're looking at their ecosystem and how they're bringing people. It seems like there's more ecosystem at this one than there has been in the past.
I totally see there's been an investment from Google in supporting better their partners. We've been discussing with the Google teams here at the conference as well, stuff we wish we could have. We wish we can be allowed to be transactable on the workspace marketplace. We love to be transactable there. We we acquire 1,000 customers a month. So we need, if we can make that self-service also with Google. So I would say there's a very massive investment in supporting partners. There's a roadmap, and I'm really excited to see what's coming next because we need that.
You know, Marco, I'm really happy for your success and business success. A simple product, simple idea, delivers great value, and it's one of those things where stay focused and then it expands. So
Yep.
I can see this expanding. Congratulations,
Thank you.
and it's been a nice journey. What have you learned in this process as you've gone out and seen the success as a seed gets planted and then all of a sudden, boom, it's growing, a lot of action happening, a lot of success. What's next?
So next for us, we do have a very big TAM we should go after. So Google alone, 10 million paying customers on our space. My ambition is to serve as many as I can and get them to see the value of email, amplified email. From there, we can build. We definitely will inject AI, absolutely. But first, we need to make sure those customers fix the basics and work with us on getting them all right.
Last 30 seconds we have left. Give the pitch to the audience. Why work with you? What's the benefit of the products? Give the quick pitch.
Absolutely. So everybody, each of your employees are sending 40 emails a day. Those emails will be going either you check or not the signature. Take advantage of those emails. Work with us to make sure we amplify and make each email the best one you can. If you want to see more, stop by 3 p.m. at booth 1642 and we'll do a demo and you can see this in action.
Marco Costa, CEO of Exclaimer, here on theCUBE. Check it out, easy to install, makes you more productive, leverage that email, and at the bottom, signature. I'm certainly changing mine. Thanks for coming on theCUBE, really appreciate it. And I'm the admin of our Gmail account, so I can subscribe to my podcast.
He's about to put a new signature on my account.
Boy, I'm going to have a lot of fun with that one.
Thank you for having me. Thank
Marco,
Thank you.
congratulations. Says more CUBE coverage, day 2 kicking off, getting going here. Wall-to-wall coverage, team coverage. I'm John Furrier, Rob Strechay, Dustin Kirkland, Lisa Martin, the team writing at siliconangle.com. A lot of action happening, more coming after this short break. Stay with us.